Hey everybody, and welcome to the new shop. So this is it. This is the tour of the new shop. Actually, it's part one of the tour of the new shop. It'll be this room. But before I get into the room, let me explain a little bit about what took so long. It took me 6 months from my last video in the old house to actually get here and get moving. And part of that was just part of selling a house. It takes time. But I'm a single guy. I live alone, and that took me extra time because I moved everything into storage, obviously with some help from my friends. Thanks a lot, guys. You know who you are. But I got everything into storage, and then I got out of the house. The house sold fine, and then I had to start looking for a new house. I moved into a hotel, and I found this place fairly quickly. Sal went easily. She accepted my offer, blah, 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 but she needed a couple of months to get out. So I lived in a hotel for about 2 months, and that was a big delay. From there we got moved in, and I decided to actually make, this is a townhouse, so it's a 3-level house, and I let the upstairs levels, the living areas of the home, be put all together and get them perfect. I've done that. I'm happy with the way the house is. So now I'm ready to come down to the basement area and get my woodworking channel back in line and my shop set up. It's a 2-piece basement. The other side is finished, a little bit weird. It's not ready yet. It's going to be a little weird to have some tools over there, but I'll show you that in a couple of weeks when I get it ready. Today, I want to go through this room. This is a 12 by 16 room, and that in itself is a fairly good size, but as you can see when I start showing you this wall over here, we're sharing this room with the mechanicals. So let me show you. Let's move to that room. Okay guys, as you can see, looking at this side of the room, we have washer, dryer, sink over here. And behind me on the back wall, I have a toolbox that will probably end up in storage, and we have the water heater there. And that's not the best of situations, because that's a lot of space wasted. I can tell you that toolbox is going to go away, and I'm going to put a cabinet there, a base cabinet and some upper cabinets, and that'll all be for woodworking. We'll build another cabinet above the washer dryer for washer dryer type stuff. In the corner of this room, as you can see, we have my bandsaw. My Rikon bandsaw sits here right in front of the furnace. The furnace is in here as well. And I think you can see back there, there's a lot of shelving storage, and that is all of my stuff. Paints, finishes, evaporust, nails, screws, all of the hardware and supplies that you need fits on that storage back there. There was a lot of shelving. Came with the house, thank God. I just didn't have to do a thing with it. It all came with the house, and it's good to go. So we have a bandsaw that will wheel out in the middle here, and we can use it. Other than that, when we put a cabinet over here, we'll have a little space, but this room is mostly not woodworking, it's mechanicals. Let's move to the next wall. Okay guys, as you can see on this wall, the first thing you see is we have a door here. This door is, wasted space because you got to have a door to get into place. But then we have another wall with storage, and up here is my hand planes. All of my hand planes are up here. There's a whole ton of them. And then down below, a new thing to me, this Cobalt rolling 9-drawer cabinet. This cabinet's nice. It's got one big wide one. In here I have a little bit of layout tools, all of my spoke shaves, my block planes, my scrapers, a lot of woodworking tools in here. This thing is full to the brim. I'm not going to open every drawer for you, but what it's got in there is a lot of woodworking layout. My router bits are all in there, things like that. It's a great cabinet, and it's got work surface on there too. Right now there's a few tools on there, but it'll be clean and empty, and it'll be another work surface. But that's basically all that's on that wall, because it shares it with the furnace over there and the door. So let's look at this wall. All right, guys, as you can see on this wall, what I have mostly is the door opens, takes up some space. I do have a little bit of storage behind the door. I have my Craig jig back there and a few other pieces of lumber. But other than that, what we have right now is a table with a new tool to me, the 10-inch Ryobi sliding miter saw. Down below here, I do still have the 7 1/4. It's not really big enough to be the only saw, for cross cutting. I couldn't move my radial arm saw that I loved here. It didn't make the trip, so I just don't have space for it here. So I needed something bigger for cross cuts. So that's where this came in. This is the 18-volt. I'll do a video on this and tell you everything about it. The little 8-inch central machinery drill presses here, I can tell you he's going. He's not really big enough either to be the only drill press. I had another drill press in the old shop, don't have it anymore. Harbor Freight right now has the 10-inch version of this in the Bauer badging for sale for Inside Track Club members. So I'm going to go pick that up, and I'm actually going to build a base for it, and it's going to hang out behind us here with the bandsaw. Other than that, on this wall, there's a few cabinets that I'll show you when I move the camera. So behind the bench here we are now, and you can see on that wall we still have 2 cabinets that I have all of my drill bits and stuff. And I got to clean that out. There's more. I have more bits than I ever need. This is an old Ryobi cabinet. This is pre the link system that they have now. This one just hangs on the wall. They were getting rid of them on Direct Tools Factory Outlet because, you know, the new ones have the stick on the plastic link system stuff that they have. This one isn't that. That's why I got it cheap. I got it cheaper than a price of a piece of MDF would have cost me to build it. So I said, what the hell, buy it. Other than that, I think you can see on the wall down low, we have clamps galore hanging down low. All right, guys, that brings us full circle back to the bench. And what I have is my old bench that I had before. Below here, there is some storage. I have my sharpening system stuff down here. You know, I can easily just reach and grab my sharpening stones, put them up here and start sharpening. I have all of my woodworking-based Ryobi tools, meaning the router, the sanders, the jigsaw. They're down here. My glues are down here. My package of nails are down here. A few other bits and pieces for the top of the bench. Some, you know, things, you know, hold downs and stuff. Other than that, all I have back here for me is the back wall. Currently, this one's empty. My thought was to put a plane till and a saw till here, but I don't know if you can notice this. This wall sticks out 3.5 inches from this wall. So I think what I'm going to do is take all of this stuff, put it there, and then put the plane till and the handsaw tills here. But right now I have layout tools, hammers, some other miscellaneous tools, and all of my chisels here. Kind of like the old setup was. This room should look very familiar to the old room in the old house that I had upstairs. This is how you're going to see me most times when I make videos. How's the lighting? How's the audio? How does it sound? How does it look? I know right now one thing, the furnace just kicked on, and I know that sounds like crap. I'm going to leave that in this video so that you can all comment and say, fix the damn audio when the furnace kicks on. In the future, I'll remember to turn the furnace off before I start recording. But I'm going to leave it here for this one so that we know it. So that's the whole part 1 of the shop tour. It's a very small space. The next space is bigger. I'll try to get that done right after the first of the year. Right now it's full of boxes and I'm just not ready to show it to you yet. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.